King Charles is letting Prince Harry know who's boss. On Wednesday, May the 8th, Prince Harry graced a church service in England to commemorate the 10th anniversary of his Invictus Games. However, the King strategically organised a compulsory garden party at Buckingham Palace, ensuring that no other members of the royal family could make it to the service. It's clear who's calling the shots. According to a report, all working royals such as Princess Anne and Prince Edward were asked to go to the gathering on the Great Lawn, which 5,000 people were invited to. Charles has made it quite clear he's ready to be friendly and supportive to Harry in his capacity as a private person, as his father, but he's not going to throw the weight of the institution behind Invictus again, a source told the news outlet. This all seems very logical inside the palace bubble, but the trouble is that people who don't particularly care about such things, who are dimly aware that the royals spend their days visiting community centres and opening supermarkets, are going to wonder why they're boycotting this terrific charity that's headed by the King's son. Many of us think this is a classic example of the royals cutting off their nose to spite their face, because Invictus is clearly exactly the kind of organisation the royal family should be supporting, the source continued. If a bridge is ever going to be built between Harry and the royals, Invictus is the bridgehead to build it from, and they should get on and do it. Harry had hoped to be able to see his father while they were in London, but a spokesperson for Harry later confirmed that the King's packed schedule had made this impossible, with many speculating that His Majesty had chosen to avoid meeting his son. Speaking on GB News on Wednesday night, Lowry Turner described the King's decision as being a megaphone in a quietly elegant way to say, "You're not welcome." She said, "Nothing concentrates the mind like being diagnosed with cancer, and maybe he's taken a leaf out of Harry's Californian book and thought about, I don't need toxic influences in my life at the moment." Harry's a bit of a toxic influence, certainly Camilla probably thinks so. Also, Harry's been accused of twisting the narrative about King Charles declining to meet him upon his return to the UK. During a discussion on Harry's demand to see his cancer-stricken father during his trip, a royal expert claimed that the Duke's using the situation to his advantage. At one point during the argument, GB News host Emily Carver accused Harry of twisting the narrative, suggesting that he could be trying to play the victim. Prince Harry was coming to the UK anyway for this Invictus Games event. He didn't bring his children with him, didn't bring his wife, she said. He clearly wasn't intending to necessarily use this trip as a get-together, as an olive branch to his father, but yet he gets his spokesperson to say it's the King's diary. That's far too full. To this royal expert and biographer, Angela Levin agreed and said, "Harry could have made an effort. I don't think it would be a good idea to go to the garden party, because the King has to go round to everyone else. But he could have actually said, if I see you just for a few minutes afterwards, I know you're very tired, but let me pop round." I think he's demanding. He doesn't give in, he won't compromise, and it's really, really sad, she added. She went on to claim that Harry only wanted to meet with the King in order to be seen with the royal family ahead of his planned trip to Nigeria with Meghan Markle. He wanted to be seen with his father so that when he and Meghan go to Nigeria, he can imply that the royal family actually agree with what he's doing and are in support of him.